and it sold, and then the next thing sold, and then the next thing sold, and that was it. You didn't have to tell me anything else. Hi money makers, it's Bianca, your silly grown-up, and I'm all about making and saving money online. I have tried almost all the side hustles out there, and it's time for me to debunk the bullshit and let you know my opinion on it and what has worked for me, what hasn't worked for me. And today we're talking about eBay. Is it worth it? Can you actually make money selling products on eBay? Is it too saturated? Blah, blah, blah. Think about it. Everybody has said that about everything, even YouTube, which I know I've thought about that, and here I am a million years later. Even though I knew I've wanted to do this forever, here I am just getting started again. But I promise this time I'm gonna stick around. But that's the thing. You have to stick around, stick with it, be consistent. Anyways, let me back up. So I have been doing eBay for over 20 years. Over 20, I'm an OG. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I was working corporate for Sprint PCS, and I loved it. You know, I was in the road I was on track to become a trainer, and I loved that kind of stuff. That was just so me, you know, a corporate trainer, because I liked I'm animated, blah, blah, blah. But once I got pregnant, everything changed. Mamas, I think you all know what I'm talking about. I could not see myself leaving my child and going back to work. I just couldn't. That was just my thing. That was my motivation. That was my why. That's something important for you to have. A goal, a motivation, a why, you know, something to keep you going. But so fast forwarding a little bit, I just looked everywhere for something that I could do from home. And that is, I think, another reason why I'm making a series like this, because ever since then, that's just been my thing. And so it was very hard, and I've tried a bunch of different things. I've never just had like, overnight success with anything, but at the same time, it's that consistency thing I talk about. So anywho, my sister started doing eBay, and it was just, you know, on the side hustle, just like, hey, let me try it out. And I'm the type, unfortunately, that likes to try out things once I've seen that it works for other people. You know, nobody exploded when they tried it or whatever. So my sister said, hey, you know, I just sold like this and this and this on eBay. I said, let me see what I can do. I grabbed a bunch of her clothes, and then I got on eBay, and I started just to look around, and I was like, you know, I typed in baby onesies. Back then you can just say that. Now you can't. You'll see what I mean later. So they were selling. I'm like, okay, people are selling these and they're used. Okay, there's a market out there for that. So I'm telling you right now, after I sold my very first thing, I was hooked. I'm like, holy crap, I just made money for free, you know? Because I mean, think about it. I was just going to give it away anyways. So after that, I went into her room and took everything that, you know, she outgrew, started putting things in piles. Because again, think about it, a little baby at 6 months old, you're not going to sell one onesie. So I would put, you know, 4 onesies together, or like, you know, a couple outfits, or a bunch of shoes, whatever. And it sold, and then the next thing sold, and then the next thing sold, and that was it. You didn't have to tell me anything else. Back then, it was so much harder to do. You had to have your computer, your digital camera, then you would take your pictures, and then you would take your little camera stick out and put it in the computer, download everything, upload everything, I don't know, whatever. And it was just so much harder way back then. Now, oh my God, I do everything on my phone. I really don't ever use my laptop for almost anything. So you can do everything on your phone. You really don't need a lot of stuff for you to get started on eBay. It's fine. To me, I would suggest getting one of those scales that go up to 70 pounds, okay? That's my one tip here. Get it from 0 to 70 pounds. Make sure it has ounces, because you will ship heavier things, okay? And then all you need other than that is either a printer, and even that you don't necessarily need anymore. Now you can use a QR code for your shipping label. So really all you need is an internet access and a scale. Can't get any easier than that. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, what do I sell? I will make a separate video on that, but I will give you a quick bit here. Start with things you have. Even if you don't have a baby, look around your house. I know there's stuff that you do not need, don't want, you know, and even, you don't even have to commit to it getting sold. You know, walk around and you see a painting on the wall and you're like, all right, let me sell this thing. Take a picture of it. Don't even take it down. Take a picture of it, post it. If it doesn't sell, you can keep it. But I'm telling you right now, as soon as it sells, you're going to be like, holy crap, my stuff sells. And then you're going to be just trying to sell everything. But it is. It's really cool and also validating when your things sell. Because that reminded me of once I started selling on eBay. I also made little pillows and blankets for my nieces and nephews and my kids, of course. And then I'm like, let me see if I can throw this on here. Holy crap, that was a whole other market. I was like, people bought my pillow. You know, I made a little pillow and it sold. And I, again, so excited. So yes, it's absolutely worth it. Now, with everything else, you know, it depends on how you want to scale. You can stay a small eBayer and just sell whatever you have extra so that you can get extra stuff around, outside of your house. And so you can make a little bit of extra money. But like for me, after my divorce, I didn't really have a lot of skills. You know, like I was great before I got divorced. And then after 18 years of moving from here to Japan and just being a mom, pooping out 3 kids, I didn't feel like I really knew a lot more. And I'm like, hey, well, I know eBay. I have all this stuff and let me just stick with it. So then I had to ramp it up. And it's absolutely doable. I will tell you right now that there are so many moments that my eBay doesn't do very well at all. Nothing's selling. But I'll tell you what, as soon as I sit down and decide to treat it like a job, that's where the key thing is. Treat it like a job. Because I'm like, you know, shit, I'm down to, you know, I'm not making a lot of money right now. I haven't made a lot of sales, you know. And then I'm like, well, maybe I should start looking for a job. And then I'm like, I gotta get up, get dressed, put makeup on, something I really don't normally do. I gotta go to this location and be told when to go pee. Okay, that's a little extreme, but some places it's true. And then do things for other people and then come home and I've only gotten paid, like, you know what I mean? It's that right there scares me more than, you know, will I make money on eBay? So then I'm like, okay, fine. I'd rather do 10 hours at home posting shit on eBay all day long than having to do 8 hours with the scenario I just gave you. So again, it's all on you and your personal beliefs and your personal habits. Treat it like a business and it'll treat you like a business owner. That was me, my quote. But it's true. If you do that, you know, the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. Every time I start to complain that I'm not making a lot, you can ask me, well, how many have you been listing lately? And I'm like, one a day. Yeah. So every time that I put in more, I get more. So, but I would say start with what you have and then definitely look at my other videos because I will definitely post a really good one about what to sell on eBay. And again, after 20 years, I have learned a lot of different things and a lot of different strategies and of what to do and how to make sales better and how to be successful on eBay. I would say that eBay is a good keeper. So if you're interested in what I have to say and you can put up with my crazy blada blada jumbling around, please subscribe somewhere. I don't even know where it is, but subscribe to my channel and I promise you that I'm going to be coming out with content. In the beginning, I'm going to be coming out with them like almost every day, okay? And then I'm going to slow down, I know that. But for right now, I am pumped, I'm excited, and I want to tell you how to make your money and save money from home.